Good morning, Jeremy. I will start and said you just mentioned that she might not be going to the Derby, but that's yet to be confirmed by Epsom. They are still holding meetings.
I rang you yesterday about Lester Piggott sadly passing, and you didn't bother to ring me back, did you?
Well, I had things on. I was actually trying to research this particular story for you, Jeremy, so I was ready for you.
I'm going to throw this in, by the way. I'm going to throw this in to put you on the spot before you answer things. Last week at the Chelsea Flower Show, Her Majesty, we saw her in her brand new golf buggy. I've heard about this thing this morning. 62 grand. The Gizmo packed four-seater comes with all weather covers, a fridge and an entertainment screen. And apparently this is the new way she's going to flight around the place. That's fantastic, isn't it?
Well, yes, and look, her mother used to go round in a golf buggy. I remember her getting into a golf buggy at Ascot and then would head down to before they did the redevelopment, the old parade ring there. So it's nothing new, and actually that's the way she's not in a wheelchair. She can be seen getting about in a relatively, a souped-up golf cart, but 62,000 quid's worth with a fridge. I do, like you, I play golf, but I ain't got a golf cart like that, and you may have, but I don't.
I've seen your golf. Belly, let's talk about this week. It's an incredible thing. I've just lots of stuff I want to throw out. Some appalling pictures in the press yesterday about some £10,000 worth of decorations dragged down by drunken louts in London. My wife, who's not actually outspoken, said they're the sort of people you should put in jail for that. Disgusting and disrespectful.
It is. And look, and some people have gone to a lot of effort. We know that various parts of the country are putting in a great deal of effort. And whoever did that, why? Because it's just a celebration. That's just disrespectful, not necessarily to the monarch, but actually to the good people who are spending their money to do that, wherever way it's come from, to put out something that people can enjoy. There's nothing good about that. Yes, and people late at night, fueled up with probably a bit of alcohol, whatever, decided it was a good thing to go and trash that street in Sloane Street, the shops in Sloane Street. Not a good look, but sad, because there is always going to be, people who feel that they want to, disrespect, but actually that's got nothing to do with the Queen.
As I've said, there will be plenty of time for a debate when the Queen is no longer here as to which direction the royal family goes in, whether countries leave the Commonwealth. Let's now, for now, celebrate. Now, let's talk about this week, the build-up to it. I was going to ask you what the mood would be like in the royal household, but of course torpedoed over the weekend by the news that Meghan and Harry are heading back to Frogmore Cottage with both kids. Apparently conversations have taken place that they don't want to hog the limelight. She apparently, allegedly, Princess Pinocchio, that's Piers' quote, not mine, is reaching out to her father Thomas Markle after 4 years. He has been in hospital with a stroke. What do you know?
Well, all I know is about time too, but as far as the Markle issue, she's worried about her elder siblings then hogging the limelight and doing basically a Meghan, i.e. going to the press. It's an uneasy situation, that. But let's give her credit, at least she is trying, but clearly she wants to control the narrative around it, but isn't that what she wants to do at all times? This is why there is a bit of a PR charm offensive going on with the royal family to say, look, we're here to help. We're not here to overstep the mark. Well, actually, it should, as far as I'm concerned, be dealt with the other way round. They should be told, this is the way, what's going to happen, and get on with it. Let's not, that seems to me they want to be controlling, that's Harry and Meghan, the PR narrative with this. And it's all coming from them, how they are the good guys here. There's no good guys here. Let's just enjoy the weekend.
Well, this is my point, and I will be called cynical by all sorts of people. I always worry with those two, especially her, about timing, and I always worry about motive. We saw them pop into Windsor Castle on their way to the Invictus Games in Holland a couple of weeks ago. They brought a Netflix camera crew. I'm going to be slated for what I'm going to say. She went and paid her respects from California to Texas to those that atrocity in Texas that touched the world. Camera crew with her. Suddenly it's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, and now it's, I'm going to reach out to my father. I'm coming back to Britain. Our daughter's going to meet her great-grandmother. I just hope, like you, that it cannot be about them, because I'm sorry for the people who will think I'm being disrespectful. It's always bloody well about them. She always tries to upstage. This is about the Queen. Fact, right?
This is a celebration of a life extraordinarily committed and dedicated, right from a young girl, that this was going to be her role. Once she was aware of what destiny had for her, she was committing her role unconditionally to her as head of state. And this is what this is about. A once in a millennial, whatever, 70 years on the throne, never happened before.
Won't happen
this
again.
This is what this weekend is really about in terms of a historical moment to celebrate. Yeah. And that is the overriding thing that we should all remember. And the Queen's time is being managed. That's why, as I say, the trooping of the colour, they've rejigged it so that, the way that she can be part of it. Obviously, the Thanksgiving service on Friday. Everything is about her, but the sideshow, the soap opera element, has to be kept on the back burner, because that's not the point of the weekend.
Do you think out of respect for Her Majesty, Harry will finally put his foot down, or both of them, and will do right by her? Or can you see, some people say it's the media's fault. No, it's not. If Harry and Meghan arrive with a Netflix crew, you can just imagine. Now, I read over the weekend that he and his brother have started FaceTiming each other. There seems to be a breakthrough there. They really need to step up this weekend, Harry and Meghan, because if they put their foot, I don't think some of the British people will ever forgive them. If they do this against the Queen, that'll be it forever, right?
Yes, but I think I hope they learn, and when they get off the plane, whenever they arrive, they read the room, and the room basically is, i.e., the country's mood is, this is all about the Queen and nothing else. And they are just part of the family in a position to celebrate and do right by her.
Do you think that will happen, or do you fear? What do you think?
I do. I'm not so sure. They might try, but I do think there is an element of the media frenzy. They have stoked the fires of that. They have. And that is, so the media are just, we know, but it's come about because of their actions. But that is why people are looking for their merest hint of the fact that they look to upstage. But let's say that, obviously one of the, whichever daughter it is, it's her birthday on Saturday. The Queen will celebrate. So what we're actually talking, and that's why they're saying that the Queen's not going to the Derby, but I will reiterate again, that is not confirmed.
I think you'll find she won't go because of those steps. But, you and I, let's talk horses. Your brother is a very successful trainer. Your son's a very successful television presenter. You're sat in a cubbyhole talking to me. There's some furore over the weekend about William, who's stepping in and trooping of the colour because, of course, riding a horse. Was his horse drugged because its head was down? You can answer this. We know about horses. You do it. Go on.
I don't necessarily think so. That horse is just well-trained.
Yes.
I don't think... I think that's an easy thing to say, just to look. It's a quiet horse. Now, he may not be the best rider. So what you do, if you go to your local riding school and you're not much of a rider, the teacher will normally put you on
the docile
one. And something like that. These horses are incredibly well trained to deal with the sound of the bands and all the troops up there. These are well trained horses. So I'm pretty sure that there's, I don't work at the Hyde Park, so I don't know what they do to the horses, but my gut feeling is there is nothing wrong with what is going on.
There are plenty of race horses that I've known over the years that hold their head carriage low when they're running. Listen, whatever. I think the most important thing, and I think you're spot on, Belly, is that this weekend, even for those Republicans and even for those idiots and ridiculous human beings who think it's okay to pull down things, you whatever you think, be careful what you wish for, because you will never see this again. There will never be a reign of 70 years in this country. Put my neck on the line and say that. There never will be. And if this woman deserves anything, it's for her entire godforsaken family to just button it and make it about her and also the country, because I think there is huge love for the Queen. We're going to speak to Arthur Edwards later this week, her royal photographer. We're going to have somebody on every day. I think we should be celebrating these 70 years, counting down to it, giving her the credit she deserves, and then moving on with our lives out of respect for her, mate, really.
Oh, well, absolutely. This is what this is about. And look, we've got two both Thursday and Friday are now bank holidays, and let's now just enjoy the week for what it is. And whatever people are doing, the street parties, get on with it. Hopefully the various councils are not going to put too much red tape in the way of people to be able to do it, and they can just get on. Because the idea of the street party was part of the 77 Silver Jubilee celebrations. I remember getting a coin during that. I think I've still got it somewhere. Might even be behind me in my office. From, you know, we were all given to commemorate the occasion. So that was in 77. This time around, the world has moved on significantly, but at the same time, let's do what we do well, which is have a good party, enjoy it, and then, quite rightly, as you say, we can move on and then regroup and say, right, how do we get on with the rest of our lives? And for the Queen, let's hope she will be able to feel the necessary respect and love that, you know, not everyone's going to be completely agreeing with the monarchy, whatever, but actually use this as a chance to unite and celebrate around something. That's the point of the Jubilee weekend.
I completely, and can I just say that you're consummately professional. I'm talking to Dave, not you. I know you got to go. Belly will speak to you throughout the week. Thank you, Rupert Bell, Talk Radio's, I'm going to say political, royal correspondent, 20...